Hello there, I'm Bill Paxton from Live Die Repeat, reminding you to watch that movie again. Here for your weekly roundup of the internet in review. Apparently, aliens live among us, and yes, they are indeed sus. The United States Congress are in the midst of an official judiciary meeting about the existence of aliens. According to your elected officials, the existence of aliens is, quote, a bipartisan issue. And according to former U.S. intelligence officer David Grush, the United States is absolutely in possession of alien biological matter, and a multi-decade-long Pentagon program has been used to keep these aliens a secret from the public eye. More upsettingly is David's claim that the program to recover and hide aliens from the public is funded with misappropriated government funds. I didn't agree to that with my taxes. Unfortunately, there's no confirmation whether or not these aliens took our jobs. The internet doesn't seem to care much, however, probably because Congress failed to reveal whether or not our world is held in a tiny bag of marbles or inside of an interdimensional alien locker. Those of you hoping that this alien news was just really weird advertising for Marvel's Secret Invasion series are about to be as disappointed as everyone that expected the government to actually convict anyone after Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs were released, instead of distracting the masses with nonsensical headlines. Yes, in a twist that should surprise absolutely nobody, the show that opened with AI-generated nightmare credits was poorly put together. Despite being sold as a slow-burn espionage thriller, the series instead became a culmination of the stereotypical gray CGI punch-out mess that so many Marvel projects have devolved into since the end of the Infinity Saga. In a way, it makes sense that a Super Skrull would adapt all of the worst traits of everything that came before. Perhaps the soul that Marvel traded for that billion-dollar success with the Infinity Saga was in fact the soul of the entire Marvel franchise. Sure, I'd like to use this as an excuse to pitch the Ultimate Universe as a tangent franchise with smaller budgets and actual quality. However, it's far more likely that the MCU will simply rely on the incoming X-Men characters to save their sinking ship. Their only hurdle? Recasting Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Good luck with that one. The Witcher Season 3 Part 2 just released, and with it we bid adieu to Henry Cavill's time as good old Gary Rivers. The show is intended to carry on with 2 whole seasons post-Cavill, using Liam Hemsworth as the yellow-eyed Witcher instead. Many fans have speculated on how this recast will be addressed within the context of the series. Will Geralt die and be resurrected in a new body? Will he be badly injured and have his face repaired as best as possible through magic? Will they just give Liam a beard and hope we don't notice? Who knows? The Witcher producer Tomek Baginski chimed in with his vague tease of how things would play out, saying, quote, "It's very lore accurate. It's very close to what was set out in the books, and I think this change will be quite flawless. But at the same time, it will be a new Geralt. It will be a new face for his character, and I think will also be very, very exciting." Some rumors also point to hints at a potential multiverse explanation, which, as we all know, is the laziest possible solution to a writing problem. Not to mention, this is the same show that made Henry Cavill's life a living hell because he respected the books and games and didn't want to play off character deaths as a joke, or to film gratuitous sexual scenes about his body being overly nude. Even worse, the Witcher series casting director Sophie Holland has bragged that the role of Yennefer was cast not because of talent, but because actress Anya Chalotra, quote, challenged conventional beauty standards. Personally, I think if a series bragged that I only landed the leading role because of how ugly I am, I'd probably burn the whole set to the ground. I'm sure there's some type of spell for that. Anyway, happy 27th birthday to Anya. Sorry your bosses gave you the gift of telling everyone they think you're ugly on your birthday. That's pretty messed up. Call of Duty has decided to really lean into their ultra-realism of Modern Warfare's grounded combat and military action by adding characters from Amazon's The Boys series and superpowers to Warzone. This comes just as Call of Duty revealed its new cat operators, who we assume are only in Verdansk chasing the lasers on the end of Soap and Price's assault rifles. Don't worry though, because Nicki Minaj is coming to the gritty first-person shooter in the near future as well. Of course, no Internet Weekly Roundup would be complete without more Twitter drama. Sorry, I meant X drama. That's right, the man who desperately wants to become Lex Luthor has announced last week that the little blue birdie is soon to be replaced with the letter X. I assume because it marks the spot. Don't worry though, the Twitter Bluebird is going to live on a farm with the other retired mascots, like Aunt Jemima and the Hamburglar. There's no word yet on whether X will give it to us or, like all of my exes, just leave me emotionally damaged and drunk text me asking for a late night hookup. But if we see Elon giving speeches about how these newly discovered aliens are a threat and asking to install his Neuralink chips into one of them as a deterrent from the kindness of monsters, well, let's just say you had your warnings 8 years ago. This has been your Internet in Review. Tune in next week to see if the aliens that live among us are the peaceful Star Trek type or the turn you into a flesh couch Warhammer 40k type. If Star Trek, make it so. If Warhammer, game over, man. Game over.